Hi, I'm Jessica Beck from All Ears English and the podcast IELTS Energy. And today I'm going to share with you 3 ways you can impress the examiner and raise your speaking scores in IELTS Speaking Part 1. All right, so first of all, the first thing to do when the examiner asks you a question is to smile and answer immediately. All right? If the examiner asks you a question and you come back with silence, or you come back with your fluency and coherence scores drop immediately. So instead, you can use the phrases, well, actually, or well, Those are much better than saying, all right? So when the examiner asks you a question, you have to start talking right away, all right? So use native speaker ways to do that. And that brings me to my second point. Do not use the filler phrases that are taught to you by a lot of teachers. So, a lot of teachers, and I've seen this online, I've seen it in the classroom, they teach you to say, well, that's a tough question, or that's an interesting question. You can say these in Speaking Part 3, for sure. Speaking Part 3, you can use those phrases, but Speaking Part 1, no, they don't make sense. I promise you that the questions in Speaking Part 1 are not interesting, nor are they tough. So those filler phrases are not appropriate. They don't make sense. And if you use them, your speaking score goes down. It does, it goes down because your fluency and coherence score is impacted if you're not using appropriate words, right? So for example, in Speaking Part 1, the examiner might ask you, did you enjoy the last book that you read? If you say, that's a tough question. No, it's not. Like either you liked it or you didn't like it. It's not a tough question. If the examiner says, is there public transport available in your city? If you say, that's an interesting question. No, it's not. It's not an interesting question. So be careful with those phrases. Make sure they're appropriate. And they're not appropriate in Speaking Part 1. They will lower your score. All right, so the third strategy is to start answering immediately. Of course, like we said in the first point, with the native speaker type phrases like, well, actually, all right, that's the filler phrase that you can use. But after that, you have to give personal, very specific details right away, okay? That is the best strategy that you can go to in all of the speaking tests, okay? So if the examiner says, what public transport is available in your city, then you need to start addressing that directly right away and specifically. So for example, you could say, yeah, well, actually, I live in Portland, Oregon, and we have the MAX. It's the public train that everyone takes. It's like the tube, but it's not underground, it's above ground. And I don't actually live next to a MAX stop, but I can ride my bike to a MAX stop, within like 2 minutes. So it's very convenient and available not only to me, but to everyone throughout the whole city. All right, see, right away I started giving very specific details about the train and how it relates to my life. Okay, so that's the best strategy that you can do because it raises your fluency and coherence scores, and it also raises your vocabulary scores and your pronunciation scores, okay? Talking about things that are present in your mind, that are personal and that you know well, all of these reasons are why it increases your IELTS scores because it impacts your speech and helps you to speak more fluently and naturally because you're talking about something you know. All right, so Those are the best strategies for raising your score and impressing the examiner in speaking part 1. For more tips and tricks on how to increase your score on all parts of the IELTS test, please visit our website ielts.allearsenglish.com and check out our online IELTS course, 3 Keys IELTS. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day.